Hey, what's happening, guys? This is Taff, and this is Taff's Weekly Word. Yep, I know I missed out last week. Apologies to those who might have been looking for an episode, but obviously I'm back in now. Um, well, where do I even start? Last week we were saved from promotion by getting the vital point at Luton. It should have been done and dusted a hell of a long time ago, but you know, it's just gone the way nature intended it to go. It was a bit squeaky bum time many times during the season, but after John Sheridan came in and started getting us some results, I don't think anyone could really believe that it was going to ever happen. Regardless of the poor run we've been under with Warren Feeney. At the end of the day, I believe that it's very much a case of the players shutting down, whether their heads are elsewhere, whether their heads are in next season. I don't know. I just know that the performances weren't there, the effort wasn't there, the pitch wasn't there at all at home. Away, I don't think we played overly bad except for the first 20 minutes at Stevenage. But I mean, to be honest with you, we should have been done and dusted long ago. But it's dragged out this far. Notts County could have been a nice little way of repaying the support of the fans, but unfortunately, I didn't think we played all that bad against Notts County, and I think some of the younger lads actually had a good game. Although I would have loved to see Tom Meacham get a 90 minutes, to be honest, because we haven't really seen what he's about at all. But after a sports partnership meeting that Warren Feeney turned up at, he said that he wasn't expecting to sign Meacham until next season anyway. So having him here to get him training with our lads, to get him training with Football League players, it's just been a bit of a bonus, really. Hopefully that'll give him a bit of a head start for next season, which he probably wouldn't have had. But I think Feeney, looking at the players he wants to bring in, he's going to be getting a more competitive budget. We're going to be getting younger fans coming to the game, younger, energetic fans, I hope. I don't know, things are looking like for next season, it could be well on the up. Last time we nearly went down from a division, we got promoted the season after. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but it just shows anything's possible, especially after Leicester's just won the Premier League. Anything is possible. If Accrington go up this season, it's proof that in League Two anything is possible, because Accrington have got a much lower budget than what we have. So for them to get promoted off a lower budget than we have, where we nearly got relegated, is pretty stunning, really, isn't it? They haven't got the numbers of support, being wedged right between two ex-Premier League teams, or one of them is now a Premier League team again, wedged right between Burnley and Blackburn, with all your Manchester teams, Liverpool teams and everything like that in the area. They got a lot of competition, and a lot of their local people will probably support one of the bigger teams in the area. So, for Accrington to do what they've done is phenomenal. I think it looks like they're going to go up. It's unreal. I think that we are going to have a more competitive budget, obviously, next season. Feeney's got an idea of who he wants to bring into the club. I think the dead wood will be moved on. I don't like to be naming people, so I'm not going to do that. I know I got an idea of who I'd like to keep. There's some hard-working players who are worth keeping, because at the end of the day, hard work can win you a game in League Two. Quality isn't always, the defining thing in League Two football. But like I said, I just got a good feeling for next year already, just through the early stages. We ain't even ended the season yet. We're going to all go to Wimbledon. We're all going to dress up like knobheads, and we're going to enjoy the last game of the season and look forward to another football league season next year. Obviously, we can all rest easy over the summer. I think all of us deserve a break, because it's been a long, drawn-out, deflating process this season. All I can hope for now is that Feeney delivers the squad he says he's going to, and we haven't got to go through the same crap again. To be honest, I started having worrying vibes with the whole Terry Butcher era when he was signing players from the conference, saying that he's tried plan A, B, C, D, E and all that, and now he's relying on dregs, more or less, without even saying that word. Although he has picked up a few decent players from the conference. I think Rodman was a really good player that he managed to pick up. I think Lionel John Lewis was a really good player that he's managed to pick up. But he did bring some poor players as well. But at the end of the day, what you got to understand is that we had a relegation team. We had a squad that was going to battle for relegation. James Watts made a good point. York went down with the squad with a much higher budget than us, and you look at them player for player, and York had a very good team, and they should not have gone down. The results just weren't coming for them. Whether it was a confidence thing, you just can't put your finger on that. I think York went down with a good team. Dagenham were crap, although they proved that they're worthy of being in this league with the results that they've had of late. But you get relegated, you get relegated. You're no longer in the division. You don't deserve to be in the division if you get relegated. It's as simple as that. On the points tally that we've got, we should have been relegated this season. When you look at the points tallies of other clubs when they've gone down the last few years, it's a tough old division, and we got very lucky this year. We are fortunate, but we're not going to dwell on that now. We're still a Football League team. We're still in League Two, and we've got a Football League season to look forward to, and the possible prospect of a League Cup draw against someone like Aston Villa or Newcastle. Personally, I think Newcastle are staying up. Sunderland would be a good little trip, wouldn't it? Newcastle itself would be a good trip. Villa would be an even better one because we'd go in the similar numbers to what we took to West Brom. But to be honest with you, personally, I prefer a home draw. But anyway, I'm talking too far into next season now. I mean, we've still got one more game left now. I hope we do turn up in numbers. I hope we give whoever's leaving a good send-off. And then hopefully, we can start generating some excitement for next season then. Anyway, guys, I'm going to do one more of these as kind of an end-of-season review. So keep an eye out for that. And for those of you going to Wimbledon, I'll see you all there up the county.